This video will explain how to make the quick release or quick deploy paracord bracelet for Operation Gratitude if you're left-handed. To get started, you'll need paracord cut to 7.5 feet long with the end sealed, a flat object for rolling out your bracelet, the quick deploy jig printed from operationgratitude.com, and a ruler. If you're cutting your own cord, each bracelet should be cut to 7.5 feet. Be sure to seal the ends to prevent fraying, and you can do this by using a lighter to heat each end until it begins to melt, and then squeeze the ends with pliers to keep the inner strands from coming out. Let's begin by making the knot that will be used to keep the bracelet on. Use your left hand and pick up the cord approximately 3 inches from the end. Take the short end and twist it counterclockwise and place it in front of the cord to create a loop, kind of like a memory ribbon. The short tail should be about the length of your fingertip to your first knuckle. Now take the loop with your right hand. Take the cord at the base of the loop and place it through the loop. With your left hand, grab onto that small loop that was just created and grab onto the tail with your right hand and gently pull in opposite directions. The short tail should be about 1.5 to 2 inches long. This should be about from your fingertip to your second knuckle. Now take the short tail and insert it through the back of the loop. Gently tighten the knot. The short tail should still be about 1.5 to 2 inches long, or from the tip of your finger to your second knuckle. For left-handers, the jig should be upside down at this point. On the right side of the jig, there are 2 black dots side by side with a gray circle to the right of the dots. Place the knot on the gray circle and hold it in place with your right hand. With your left hand, take the long string to the black cord located on the left side of the paper jig and pinch the cord with your left index finger and thumb at this point. Pick up the cord with your left hand and bring the long cord down to the knot. Flip or transfer the cord to where the knot is in your left hand. Take the long cord and turn it at the base of the knot. The loop should not go past the knot. Your right hand should be holding the knot and the loop. Use your left hand to hold the loop and the long cord. Place the long cord over the loop, then pinch it with your left index finger and thumb. Let go of the knot and loop with your right hand, and take your right hand and pinch the loop and cord 1 inch away from the end where your left hand is. You'll need to wrap the long cord counterclockwise. As the long cord is facing you, it will be pulled down and around the back side of your bracelet very tight. The first 4 wraps should be extremely tight to prevent the bracelet from slipping off the end of the loop as you make it, because once you lose that loop, you'll have to start over. Now that the wraps are securely in place, put your right index finger on top of the wrapped cord and use your thumb and middle finger to hold the long cord in place, resting the bracelet between your 3 fingers. You can use your ring finger and pinky to hold the loose ends out of the way as you're twisting if you need to. Use your left hand to turn the bracelet, kind of like a screwdriver. Begin to turn. Your hands will remain close to each other as you turn. Please note that you're not using any pressure to turn your bracelet. Use your right hand fingers to turn and guide the bracelet into place. Very little pressure is needed, if any. If you're grabbing your bracelet too tight, it will actually loosen your bracelet as you turn and will need to be adjusted in the end. Continue to twist your bracelet until you're just below the knot. Once you reach close to the top of the loop right below the knot, you'll see that you may have some extra cord. All of this needs to fit into your bracelet. Hold all the ends tightly as you make your adjustments, or else your bracelet will unwind. You will start your adjustment 2 inches from the bottom of your bracelet, where your 4 tight wraps were located. Pull down on the wraps and move up another 2 inches and pull down again. Be sure to hold on to the knot and the inner loop at the top when you make your final push down. Continue to do this until you've reached the top and created extra space that you can then use to continue wrapping your bracelet. If you still have extra cord when you get back to the top of the loop again, repeat those steps and push down the wraps to ensure that all of the cord fits onto your bracelet. Once you've reached the top of the loop, take the end around the knot and insert the end through the back side of the loop. Gently pull the cord until it's just past the loop to stay in place. Now you can lock it in place by pushing up the top 3 wraps. Gently pull up the rest of the wraps to fill in the bracelet. At this point, the loop at the end needs to be big enough to fit over your knot. If your bracelet's lumpy at all, you can use your flat object or your hands to roll it out on a flat surface. This will help even out the wrap and make it a smooth bracelet. Then you can take the tail and place it through the end of the loop over the knot. The loop will rest on the cord between the knot and the locked end. Once in place, gently push up the 4 tight wraps towards the knot to close any gaps. If needed, you can pull the rest of the bracelet around in place to fill in any of the gaps. Now your bracelet is complete.